In this video, I'm going to show you 8 motivational stories to help you push forward in life. Welcome to the Inspired Wallets channel. Come for the inspiration, stay for the money. We all get caught in our own habits, maybe not accomplish something we wanted to, or just need to get up and moving because life waits for no one. So here's a list of motivational stories. Hope they help. The first story is called 3 Feet from Gold. A family purchased a land in Colorado during the gold rush and mined until the gold ran out. They thought there wasn't any more, so they sold the mine, the land and the equipment to another company. Not long after the start of production with the new company, they found one of the biggest gold mines in the world. The moral of the story is when things start to get hard, try to push through. Many people just give up because the work becomes overwhelming. You are closer than you think. Just keep going. The second story is called Rock, Pebbles, and Sand. A professor shows his class an empty jar and says he is going to fill it. He dumps rocks into a jar and asks his class if they think it's full. They all agreed it was. Then he pours pebbles into the jar and shakes it until they settle. Again, the class says the jar is full. Next, the professor pours sand into the jar, and the class says again that it is full. Finally, he pours water into the jar, and again they say the jar is full. He explains that if he put the sand in first, he couldn't have fit anything else in. Each material in the story represents everyday tasks on your to-do list, whether it's at work or at home. The rocks are the big, long-term goals and strategies. These require you to set aside a couple of hours at a time so that you can be able to deep dive into them in order to make some progress. The pebbles are short-term goals and the sand is small tasks, like responding to emails. The water is a distraction that prevents you from getting other tasks done, which could be social media or TV shows. If you focused on all the small tasks, you never do what you needed to do. Instead, schedule the big important tasks, then the smaller, but still important, and lastly, the busy work. Planning thoughtfully will improve your time management significantly. The third story is called The Elephant Rope. This is a great story pointing out the limits we learn and believe as a child and the rest of our lives unless we do something to change it. The story comes from raising elephants. When the elephants are young, they have a little rope attached to their leg to stop them from leaving and possibly getting themselves hurt. At this age, they try to break free, but after a while they realize they can't break free, so they stop trying. Even when they are adults, they still believe they can't break free, even though the rope is nothing for them. The elephants in this case are experiencing learned helplessness. This phenomenon occurs when someone has been conditioned to anticipate discomfort in some way, without having a way to avoid it or make it stop. The fourth story is called It's Never Too Late. Some of the best entrepreneurs don't start their career till they're much, much older. Age doesn't matter, it's only a number. Stan Lee created his first comic, The Fantastic Four, just shy of his 39th birthday in 1961. At age 65, Colonel Sanders sold his first restaurant and began focusing on his fried chicken recipe, with the aim of making it a franchise. At age 73, he sold KFC for $2 million. Sam Walton had a fairly successful retail management career in his 20s and 30s. But his path to success began at age 44 when he founded the first Walmart in Rogers, Arkansas in 1962. Henry Ford was 45 when he created the revolutionary Model T car in 1908. If you think it's too late to get started, it's not. It's never too late. The fifth story is called Tells a Joke. A professor faced a group of people who were complaining about the same issues over and over again. One day, instead of listening to the complaints, he told them a joke and everyone cracked up laughing. Then the man repeated the joke. A few people smiled. Then the man repeated the joke for a third time, but no one reacted. The man said you won't laugh at the same joke more than once, so why continue complaining about the same problem? You're not going to get anywhere if you keep complaining about the problem but do nothing to fix it. Don't waste your time complaining, expecting other people to continue to react to your complaints. Instead, take action to make a change. The sixth story is called Know Your Worth. If someone gave you a $100 bill, would you take it? What if it was crumbled into a ball? Would you still take it? I'm betting you would. What if it got dirty? Bet you would still take it. I would too, because its value doesn't diminish because it gets a few creases and some dirt on it. The same goes with people. Life can be difficult and feel defeating, but that doesn't lessen your worth. If anything, it's the opposite. The more we learn, the better we become. Scars are proof of that. The seventh story is called The Three Laughing Monks. These three wise monks went from town to town, leaving groups of people in laughter. No one knew their names other than the three monks. One day, one of the monks died and everyone came to help them grieve. But the two monks weren't grieving at all. They were laughing even harder. When the funeral day came, the monk was set on fire and fireworks blew up into the air, lighting up the sky, and everyone started laughing. The moral of the story is no matter what faces us, the best way to move on is to laugh, laugh, and laugh. The eighth and final story is called The King and the Beggar. A long time ago, a king sent out notices throughout his kingdom inviting every young man in the country for an interview to be the new king. The only qualification for the job was that they should have immense love for their fellow human beings. A poor man saved for a long time to buy some nice clothes and supplies for the trip to see the king. After arriving to the city, the poor boy noticed a beggar on the street. He was very cold and clearly hungry. Without hesitation, the poor boy gave his new clothes and some food to the beggar. Now the poor boy didn't have any nice clothes to present himself to the king, and thought he might not go, but decided at the last minute to go anyways. To the poor boy's surprise, the king was the beggar. Now wearing his king's clothes sitting on the throne, the king told the poor boy to stand up and said that he will be the new king. Giving without expecting anything in return is something money can't buy. I hope these stories have inspired you to push forward in life. If you like this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, ring the bell for future notifications, and make sure to subscribe. Do you have a favorite motivational story? If so, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to check out these videos on the Inspired Wallets YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.